Beloveds, there's an interesting topic I would like to share with you. This Beloveds Corner, and thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing to our YouTube channel. We want to talk about temperaments today. It's a very, very interesting topic. Call friends, watch with them. We have 4 kinds of temperaments, the 4 main ones, the major ones. We have the cholerics, we have the phlegmatics, the sanguine, and the last and not the least, the melancholics. We'll take our time to learn about these temperaments, and then we'll have Bible examples to make it clearer to us. And all these temperaments have their good sides and their negative sides. It doesn't mean that one is superior above the other, no. And we always don't also have just one complete, you would say that this person is 100% choleric. No, it's a fusion. So one would show so clearly, but we'll have traces of the others showing. But for all these temperaments, we have the strengths and we have the weaknesses. Now let's look at cholerics. Who are the cholerics? They are the hot ones. They are very hot. It doesn't make them bad people. It doesn't make them people you can't stand. It's a wrong thing. We have to learn about people because God created us all differently and He makes the world a better place. Who are the cholerics? An example in the Bible is Paul. You can see Paul was very hot and very energetic, very pushy, very forceful. People refer to these characters as domineering. When you say domineering, it sounds like there's something wrong with them. You can talk about natural leaders. They always want to lead, and it's something that is in them. It's an instinct. They feel comfortable when they lead, and when they lead, they are successful. Who are these? What can they do? If you have a husband that is a choleric, you realize that the house moves very fast. He's up to his task. He's able to move the family to achieve a lot of things. And the choleric will not relent in bringing a change to the home. He wants to get it done, and it has to be done now. So who are the cholerics? Cholerics make things happen. They are natural leaders, and they if you understand them, it's easy to follow them because they will love a wife who will follow. If you're a wife and you're a choleric, then your husband will have to really understand you. If not, you will never be a happy person because you will look like you are not submissive. That is not the issue. It's your make. But every temperament has other temperaments creeping into. So now, what are some of the weaknesses of the cholerics? They look authoritative. They look domineering. They look impatient. They talk with a loud voice. They want you to obey. Nothing but obey. Obey before complain. So it makes the other partner feel so intimidated, so suppressed, so trodden down upon, but that is not their issue. So if you hate your husband for having these characters, you'll be making a big mistake. You rather have to measure on their strengths, and then you pray for their weaknesses. There's a book called Spirit Controlled Temperament by Tim LaHaye. If you are able to get a copy, you will understand the temperaments better. And we have the melancholics. The melancholics are those that are perfectionists. They succeed in becoming artists. They want to do everything in perfection. They think the world should be perfect. And they become so impatient when things are not done the right way. They can't take imperfectionists. They can't take things that do mediocre things. They can't take things that do not go well. So you see them as moody. They swing moods. When they are not happy with things that are going on, quickly shows on their face. They want to quickly get away. And if they are really for the things that they really enjoy doing, they are all out. These people make a very good and loyal, faithful husbands because they find it so difficult to open up to other people. So if you have a melancholic as a friend, the melancholic will stay with you no matter what. And the melancholics become very good artists, good architects. They are perfectionists. So everything you give to them to do, they do with all their heart. What are their weaknesses? They are moody. They are not excited about things. They have mood swings. So if you have a husband who is a melancholy, you have to know how to handle such a man. Therefore, you have to have the key of acceptance. Knowing. And these melancholics might also have a trait of choleric, but it will switch. They will be changing. as they change, understand that they are switching from one temperament to the other. Now, we have the phlegmatics who are able to accommodate all people. If you have a phlegmatic, the good thing is that he will never point accusing fingers at you for any reason. They move with everybody, everything goes, they are just there, nothing would happen. For them, they will not even take any initiative. And therefore, when you leave them to do things on their own, you come back and you realize that out of fear, it hasn't even been touched at all, because they think that when they touch it, they will destroy it. And an example in the Bible is Abraham. Abraham was a phlegmatic. Therefore, the wife Sarah pushed him to do things that he wouldn't have done. And therefore, you can see that Abraham had to have a child with his maid servant. And then I didn't give an example for the melancholies. Moses is a type of melancholy. That's why when he came from the mountains, he saw the people worshiping idols, and he broke the 10 commandments. He couldn't take it. The people have faulted. He is someone that God could use. God can use all the temperaments. We all have our weaknesses and our strengths. So for the phlegmatics, their weaknesses is that they wouldn't let anything happen. They would not take initiative. They would not move unless they are pushed. So if you have a husband who is a phlegmatic, you even have to go and look for a job for such a husband. Don't compare that husband with a choleric and say that, can't you see that Mary's husband has gone to look for a job? Mary's husband would also want to direct every affairs in the house. But for the phlegmatic husband, he will allow you to operate if you have a different temperament, and he would appreciate you and push you to the top. So the phlegmatic husband has a slower movement in general. And for a phlegmatic, he tolerates everything. You see that he's always at home, always sitting at one place, not moving to do anything. Let's learn to accept people as they are, whilst we pray for them for their weaknesses. Now, we have the happy, the warm-blooded people. They are the sanguines. The sanguines make parties jam. When they are at a party, you will see that they are around. They want to be seen. They want to take charge. They want to be loved. They want you to express like for them, warmth for them. Immediately you express that you like them, you see the best out of them. They want to be cheered on. They want to be encouraged. When you have a sanguine husband, you would have to help him with money issues, because they spend a lot. They just have the money and they want to spend. They want to do good. They want to love people at the expense of their homes. If you have a sanguine husband, you have to be very careful in trying to manage them, because they would have a lot of friends. They are not able to distinguish between my wife, my girlfriend, my colleague at the office. They play around all the time. They make good DJs. They make good marketing officers. But their weaknesses, they can spend a lot, and they are not organized. But they are lovely people to be with, and they are so cheerful. An example is Peter, who said, I don't know you, because he is a sanguine. But this same Peter, when the Spirit of God filled him, he spoke to thousands of people, and they gave their lives to Christ. All the temperaments are needful. All the temperaments are unique in their office. And temperaments are something that you need to know before you can enter into a very successful relationship. If not, you keep on breaking up with your potential partners with the excuse that he's a talkative, she's a talkative, he doesn't move, he's always sitting, he wants me to look for a job for him. He might be a very good person, but that is the make. So let us learn to accommodate each other. That's why we have the key of acceptance. What do we mean by key of acceptance? Accept your husband to be as he is. Accept your wife to be as she is. And then help them in their weaknesses. And together we would have a lovely family. It is very important to read more about temperaments. You will love it. Go on the internet, search about temperaments, read more, and you become a better partner. See you next time. We'll come your way with interesting topics. Thank you for watching.